Today's obituaries are brought to you by Moss Service and Hansville Funeral Home. Funeral services for Charles Ricky Kent, age 61 of Logan, will be at 2 p.m. tomorrow at Emmaus Baptist Church. Greg Aldridge will officiate. Interment in Emmaus Cemetery in Logan. The body will lie in state for 1 hour prior to services. Coleman Heritage is directing. Mr. Kent passed away Tuesday at Coleman Regional Medical Center. Visitation will be 5 to 8 p.m. tonight at the funeral home. Frances Ruth Duke Ponder, age 94, passed away Tuesday in Birmingham. A celebration of her life will be at 1 p.m. Saturday at Grace Episcopal Church here in Coleman. Funeral services for Mac Rice, age 88 of Hansville, will be at 11 a.m. on Saturday at Moss Service Funeral Home Chapel. Burial in Coleman City Cemetery. Moss Service is in charge of arrangements. Mr. Rice died yesterday at his residence. Visitation will be 6 to 8 p.m. on Friday at the funeral home. And those are our obituaries for today, brought to you by Moss Service and Hansville Funeral Home.
Premier Bank presents Today on 2, and we are broadcasting live at channel2coleman.com. You can watch us anytime and any program on the same website, channel2coleman.com.
That's right.
Well, Paige, is it cold enough for you today?
It is very cold outside this morning, yes.
You have been talking for the last few weeks about wanting cooler weather.
And we got it.
But it's cold enough.
Yeah.
Too cold?
It's cold.
You don't want to admit it's too cold, do you? Okay, let's start with the weather for today. Our weather forecast brought to you by Mitch Smith Chevrolet. Make the switch to Mitch. And we start with the weather almanac for the 14th of November. The average high temperature in Coleman, Alabama is 64. The average low is 42. The record high, 83 in 1955. The record low, 18 degrees in 1911. Sunset this afternoon at 5:10, sunrise tomorrow morning at 5:53. There's the satellite picture. You can see what's going on around the country. Our part of the country looks pretty good. There we go with the southeast. And here's our forecast for today. Sunny today with a high near 58. Clear tonight, low around 38. Not nearly as cold tomorrow morning as it is today. Tomorrow, cloudy, slight chance of rain, a high of 58. On Saturday, 65. Sunday, 68. Monday, 64 with a slight chance of rain. Tuesday, cooling off again with a high just 51. I noticed on the thermometer this morning, 23 when I was coming to work. So, yeah.
And that's freeze over our cars this morning.
Did you have a lot of frost in the windows? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, let's see what's going on. Last week was Shrek, and everything went great from your perspective.
Yeah, it went very well.
I know you said you had a lot of fun with it.
Yes, it was a lot of fun. I hope that people enjoyed it. So.
Well, I'm sure they did, and you also mentioned to me that the turnout, the crowds, were
yeah, it was one of the best
good.
ones that I've seen Wallace do. One of the best turnouts. So.
Well, it's not too often that you do a performance or a show that had as many performances. You did what, 6?
Yes, 6 shows in 4 days.
6 shows in 4 days, and near capacity or capacity every time. So that was great.
Yes.
Well, y'all did a great job.
Thank you very much.
Who's our Facebook friend of the day for today?
Our Facebook friend of the day is Jason Woodard, and he liked Jason Castles and Fox News. So thank you, Jason, for being our Facebook friend. And you will receive a large barbecue sandwich from Mad Dog Mike's Famous Barbecue.
And our guests for today.
Our guests for today are Miss Pat Arntz and Mr. Fred Arsenault, and they will be speaking about the spaghetti supper coming up at
Sacred Heart Church.
Right.
Yep. Okay. George is here with news and commentary right after this.
In the nation, we worry about fire-breathing monsters, and we worry about spinach. At Nationwide Insurance, we take care of the big things like protecting you, so you only have to worry about the little stuff. We put members first, because we don't have shareholders. Join the nation that doesn't sweat it.
Nationwide is on your side.
Now, what is the worst?
Last minute Christmas shopping.
Right. This year,
We start right after Halloween. We still have months.
we are in good shape.
Lots of time.
Lots of time.
Is that a Christmas tree?
I think so.
In a rush? Come to the UPS store and we'll pack and ship all your gifts.
I love logistics!
If you're blue and you don't know where to go to, why don't you go where fashion sits? Putting on the Ritz. Different types who wear a day coat, pants with stripes and cutaway coat, perfect fit.
That's why I shop at Doug Doggett Jewelry.
Putting on the Ritz.
Time for news and commentary on this Thursday morning. Pretty morning out there. Looking at the Coleman News, 55-year-old Clarence Christopher Kraft arrested a couple of years ago for sexual abuse and other charges. He's been sentenced to 60 years in prison for these sex crimes, and so he'll be spending some time there. And according to the Coleman Times, the events that we've been having in Coleman, they've been great. Lots of people showing up, a lot of people enjoy them. But it comes at a cost, a lot of overtime for the park and rec folks in the city. In fact, they're like $500,000 over budget this year. And according to John Hunt, they're going to have to make some cuts, obviously. And it's difficult whenever you have some like 40-something weekends a year so far that are filled with things that have to be taken care of. They're going to have to trim staff, though, to do so, according to him. They're hoping to save some $200,000. Not necessarily good news for employees, but you got to live within your means, something, of course, our government doesn't seem to pay any attention to. And let's see, what else here? In Florence, a University of North Alabama students have been arrested, charged with, and you know, this thing called the Internet's a blessing and a curse. Sometimes too much of a curse. This individual at UNA has been charged with texting terrorist threats and harassing communications to a faculty member, according to the student newspaper. It's amazing what you get into trouble with when it comes to technology and not even know you've done it. Zach Riley arrested Tuesday after police intercepted his texts and interpreted those things as terrorist threats. Do you think, and don't laugh at this, do you think Joe Biden would be a good president? Believe it or not, somebody asked the question, and they said, does it have a ring to it? Well, only 1 in 4 said yes. The rest either didn't know. You know what, again, I keep saying, for that 10% who doesn't really know, if they were given the choice, heaven or hell, that's those kind of folks, I think. They don't want to be going record. They're afraid somebody's going to find them, I guess, or something. Of course, in this day and age, with loss of privacy, they might very well could, right? At any rate, of course, it's Christie and what's her name? Miss Clinton. No, she doesn't like that name. Hillary. Those are the two choices right now, at least in terms of popularity. And something I've talked about for so long, you know, there's a lot of hoopla in the news now about the Common Core educational standards, whether or not they're on target or missing the boat when it comes to teaching in our schools and all. And it's made national news because it's been adopted by a number of states, but 45 of our states in this great land have adopted these standards, and they're trying to restore one part that has been left out of Common Core, and that is cursive writing. Cursive writing. They say it's not needed anymore. Everyone's doing this or something else, or talking to Siri or DirecTV. Get me romantic comedies. DirecTV, get me porn. DirecTV, isn't that amazing? And what you can do nowadays with technology. Well, according to the educators, they think that it's not necessary to teach cursive writing. Printing is fine. How are you going to endorse a check? How are you going to put your name on a check and sign it if you don't know how to do cursive writing? And 45 states have said, wait a minute now, let's get back to the basics here and teach this. According to one study, it indicates that more areas of the brain are engaged when children use cursive handwriting than when they are keyboarding. I don't know. It takes a lot of skill, I think, for a young person. I mean, they're just going 90 miles an hour doing this. And I can't do that. Even when I'm sitting still, focused, it's beep, beep, that sort of thing. But then it was only 20 words per minute when I was taking typing class. And when was the last time you heard that used, right? 20 words per minute. Can you imagine? Everybody's blazing way past that when it comes to texting and typing now, or entering things on the computer, because they're so accustomed to it. I remember the first time my dad bought a typewriter so I could take typing classes. It was a 1930-something Royal typewriter, and I still have it, believe it or not. My dad used it to write letters to me because he had a hard time with Parkinson's and shaking. He'd write letters to me in Vietnam, and I've got some of those that were done on that typewriter. The Obama administration revealed yesterday 624 people in Alabama have signed up for their plan. 624. They said there'd be just over 106,000 apparently. The administration had predicted closer to 500,000 for people would be signed up, and that is not the case in this country. The things are beginning to pull apart at the seams, it appears anyway, and we know that it would be good for people to have everyone to have health care coverage, but goodness gracious, at whose expense would it be? The middle class, and that's what it's becoming. The middle class. It's not the elite or the older folk. The rich. It's becoming the middle class. There's a doctor in Coleman who runs an office, and he says that Obamacare is going to apparently put him out of business. He said that with his staff and where he practices, with just his family alone, it was $400 for his coverage, his family's. He said, but now with Obamacare, he says now it's going to be closer to $900 a month. And that, he says, I'll have to cut back in my staff to maybe one nurse. Is that stupid? Stay tuned. More of Today on 2 after this.
At Premier Bank, we are very proud of the long-lasting relationships we have with our customers. We'll go almost anywhere to meet your banking needs.
Overwhelmed by home refinancing offers from telephone solicitors and direct mail advertising, and then find you're not qualified for a specific plan? The Mortgage Center, a hometown lender, compares the rates from all home loan lenders and the qualifications of the various government programs to find a plan best suited to you. The Mortgage Center helps Cullman County people purchase and refinance their homes.
This is Pat Newton. Call us today and let us tailor a loan program to your specific needs and requirements.
Meet the KitchenAid 36-inch induction cooktop. It might just change the way you cook. Induction technology heats the pan and not the cooking surface to offer you a new level of precision, speed, and energy efficiency. 9 settings give you different levels of heat to achieve precise temperatures and amazing responsiveness. Water boils in just seconds, making this the fastest to boil induction cooktop available. The KitchenAid 36-inch induction cooktop.
Let's see what we have to give away for today. We have the bag of assorted apples at Steel Orchard, and we have the family barbecue package at Mad Dog Mike's Famous Barbecue. Paige and I were out there the other day. As soon as you get out of the car, you can smell the barbecue.
That's right.
The smoker's working. It smells so good out there. Those are the prizes we have for today. We'll ask you a question about one of our ads, so let's go with our merchant ads for today. Starting with Highway 278 Pickers, an antique mall and market. And this is located on Highway 278, about a half-mile west of the interstate.
And Cotton State Barns of Coleman, you can buy or rent to own there. They have carports, playsets, utility trailers, and storage buildings. No credit check, and you're approved at Cotton State Barns of Coleman.
Busy Bee Cafe, backed by popular demand. German meals now on the permanent menu at Busy Bee Cafe. And this will be Friday and Saturday evenings from 2 until 9 o'clock.
And Earl's Body Shop, they're voted the best towing service. David, Diane, and employees, thank you for this honor. They have large and small towing available, local or long distance. You can visit them on the web at earlsbodyshop.com.
New fitness facility is open downtown next to Renard's Gallery called Be Fit on 1st Avenue Southeast. There's no contract. You just have a membership month to month. Cost is $50 per month.
In the HTS Christian Bookstore, they have Christmas open house on November the 23rd. There will be store-wide sale, discounts up to 60% off, refreshments, door prizes, free giveaways, and more.
Tires for less, more than just tires. They have Bridgestone and Firestone tires, but they do oil changes. They do minor engine repair, replace shocks and brakes. Tires for less on Highway 31.
And Mr. Hicks Menswear, they are the Reader's Choice Award winner for men's clothing, and they're now offering suits made to your measurements. They have business men's regular sizes and big and tall sizes at Mr. Hicks Menswear.
A new LaFawn jewelry line is available at Doug Doggett Jewelers. Flawless Beauty LaFawn jewelry is now available at Doug Doggett Jewelers on Compass Way.
And the new 5-buck lunch, that's every day from 11 to 4 at Dairy Queen. You can upgrade your sundae to a small blizzard for only $1. That's at Dairy Queen.
Mad Dog Mike's Famous Barbecue. Mike says he still has the tailgate packs. The small pack is $50. You get ribs, you get pulled pork, you get sauce, beans, potato salad, coleslaw, all the sides, and it's just $50 and we'll feed at least a dozen people.
That's right.
Okay, those are some of the merchant ads. Now, Paige, I have a little bit of a problem on the question for today.
What's that?
Normally, when we have a new advertiser, I ask where they're located.
Right.
The question today is about Highway 278 Pickers.
Right.
It sort of says it in the name of the business, doesn't it?
Yes.
So my question is, what type of business is it? We know it's on Highway 278. Okay, what type of business is Highway 278 Pickers? 256-734-7399 is our telephone number. We have the bag of assorted apples at Steel Orchard, and boy, do they have apples. We were out there, what, a week ago, something like that, and full supply of apples. And we got the family pack at Mad Dog Mike's Barbecue. Go ahead and call in now with your answer for the question, and we'll watch Money Matters, brought to you by Premier Bank.
Hi, I'm Mike Doss with Premier Bank in Coleman, and a lot of non-customers ask, what do I need to cash a check that's off of Premier Bank? And it's very simple. A valid driver's license or a pictured ID, a military ID, is sufficient. And as long as you've got a valid ID, it's a very quick transaction. And this is Mike with Money Matters.
Well, let's see what we can do as far as getting an answer to our question. And again, the question for today, what type of a business is Highway 278 Pickers? And I believe we have a caller ready to go. Hello, who's calling?
This is Gail.
And from where are you calling?
This is Gail.
Yes, Gail, from where are you calling?
From Coleman.
Oh, from Coleman, okay. What type of a business is Highway 278 Pickers? You need to listen to your telephone, Gail.
I believe you said it was antique.
Yes, they do sell antiques. It's an antique mall, and they have a lot of other items. Stay on the line, please. Thanks for calling in. 278 Pickers. They've got about everything out there.
Yes.
I think it's a 3-story building.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's
big.
impressive.
A lot of interesting things. Let's look at the rest of our merchant ads right now. Starting with Hansville Guns and Ammo, Paul is locked and loaded, targeting high prices. Right now, the cash price on the purchase of guns just 15% above wholesale at Hansville Guns and Ammo.
And the UPS store has all of your Christmas shipping needs. They're open Monday through Friday from 7:30 to 6, and on Saturday from 8 to 2. They are closed on Sunday. Go and visit the UPS store.
Auto Tech Repair and Service, where they have electronic diagnostics of your engine. They, of course, do major engine repairs, transmission and brake repair on all vehicles.
And Mullins Body Shop, you've counted on them for over 50 years for auto body repair and towing, and you can still count on them today. Call Sunny, Stacy, Beth, or Jim at Mullins Body Shop.
AmeriGas is now called Coast Gas. Different name, same people. They have the fall tank set special. Call and find out what the rates are. They have full service inside and out, located on Eva Road.
And Brown & Company Beverages, they're a specialty wine and beer store. They have tastes of fall with seasonal beers in stock. They also have wine and beer tastings at Brown & Company Beverages.
Jolly Time Rentals, where fun is always in the air. Call Holly Mullins today to book 256-620-JOLLY. That's 5655 for licensed inflatables.
And Deb's Bookstore is your hometown bookstore just down the road. Browsers are welcome and gift certificates are available there. Used books are half price every day and new books are 20% off every day at Deb's Bookstore.
Night Free Insurance on the internet, night-freeinsurance.com. Of course, their office is located on 1st Avenue Southeast, providing insurance coverage for over 3 generations.
And Grand Point Pharmacy, thinking outside the box for this season. They have a gift shop that's now open with ginger snap jewelry, distinctive coffee flavors, and more. Visit Grand Point Pharmacy.
Fitness opportunities galore at the Wellness and Aquatic Center, the complete workout center. They have a variety of classes, Zumba, aerobic, and cycling classes at the Wellness and Aquatic Center.
And Baldwin Counseling Center, having problems, need to talk or want privacy? Well, Dr. Howard Rogers is the person to contact. He offers weight loss, individual and family counseling, and lifestyle coaching at Baldwin Counseling Center.
There we go with our merchant ads for today. Now let's check the birthday calendar for the 14th of November.
All right, on the 14th of November, Fritz Schumann celebrates a birthday, so happy birthday to you, and you will go in our drawing on Friday for that possibility of winning an ice cream cake from Dairy Queen. We also have an anniversary to announce, and that's Johnny and Effie Looney.
And we're going to find out what's going on at Sacred Heart Church right after this.
If you're blue and you don't know where to go to, why don't you go where fashion sits? Putting on the Ritz. Different types who wear a day coat, pants with stripes and cutaway coat, perfect fit.
That's why I shop at Doug Dog at Julie.
Putting on the Ritz.
There's stuff around your house, but we don't make stuff. We make ovens. Dual fuel, double ovens. And they bake so evenly that now delicious is something you can depend on. We only make things for one room. The best room. Your kitchen. We're devoted to it. And you can feel it in everything we make. Nobody knows the kitchen like KitchenAid.
Overwhelmed by home refinancing offers from telephone solicitors and direct mail advertising, and then find you're not qualified for a specific plan? The Mortgage Center, a hometown lender, compares the rates from all home loan lenders and the qualifications of the various government programs to find a plan best suited to you. The Mortgage Center helps Cullman County people purchase and refinance their homes.
This is Pat Newton. Call us today and let us tailor a loan program to your specific needs and requirements.
At Premier Bank, we take pride in serving our community. We respect our customers, and we've won awards for our ethical conduct. We're motivated to do all we can for you, and we're interested in your banking needs. We're efficient, safe, and sound, and our relationships with our customers are second to none.
At Premier Bank, we put the customer first.
When Pat Aarons is on our show representing the Altar Society at Sacred Heart Church, we're generally talking good eating.
That's very true, and
Pat,
you are again.
Good to have you back on the program.
Thank you.
Fred Arsenault is also with us from Sacred Heart Church, and they're going to talk about a big event coming up. Fred, good to see you again, too.
I know. I feel like I should have a plaque on the wall or something for the most repeated guest.
I think so, too. Pat, tell us what's going on.
Saturday, November 23rd, the ladies group at Sacred Heart Church, the Altar Society, and the men's group, the Knights of Columbus, are having a joint affair called the Spaghetti Dinner and the Turkey Bazaar. So the spaghetti dinner part of it, the women are making homemade spaghetti, meatballs, homemade sauce, homemade bread, and the dinner is from 5 to 7 p.m. The fee is $10 for adults, $4 for children. And then that same evening, as you're eating, the men are going to start the Turkey Bazaar. And Fred can tell you some of that.
Okay, Turkey Bazaar. Give us the details, Fred.
Well, this goes back 50 or 60 years. And what we do is we have a giant wheel set up on the gymnasium stage, and up toward the stage we have these small tickets, and there's a certain number of tickets for each run. And the tickets could be anywhere from 25 cents to no more than 75 cents. And they'll raffle off a small roasted chicken or all the way up to a giant turkey. They may have some other items from some shops that are around that have donated items, but you could get ham and eggs. You'd buy a ticket, and then they start raffling it off, and it becomes almost a feeding frenzy on the floor of the gymnasium.
And Pat, the money that's raised, what is it used for?
Well, the Altar Society, our mission is to take care of the altar and everything that is needed for our liturgy to take place. So the vestments, the altar linens, the cleaning of the church, the flowers, all of that sort of thing is all the money that we make is always spent for that.
Now, do we need to get tickets ahead of time?
No,
or just
tickets
buy
at
them
the door. Tickets at the door, and we do have a takeout line for those that wish. The school also is involved. They will have a raffle of a huge basket of goodies. $400 worth of items are in the basket, and those tickets are $5 for 6 tickets. And that will help a scholarship for a school student for next year.
You know, if I could switch gears a little bit, George had the story about the lack of teaching cursive writing, but at Sacred Heart School in Coleman, they're champions at cursive writing.
That's very true. Yes, still taught and highly regarded as a skill to have.
Yes, So, and we're proud of them for that.
Well, thank you.
Fred, you mentioned the fact that the turkey raffle has gone for about 50 years now, and you guys were telling me before the show, years ago it was live turkeys.
That's right. I was talking to a lifelong member recently, and she said she can remember when they had the live white turkeys that you might think of on a farm, and they were stored in the bottom of the basement of the church. And those were the turkeys that were actually raffled off, so you won a live turkey. So.
I wonder when they changed. Well, I don't know around here if you can even get live turkeys.
I don't know.
Probably not.
Yeah. Well, this is almost like a family affair, too, because Joe Geisen, who's a member of the Knights of Columbus, his grandfather, who is a past Grand Knight, was the first to spin the wheel up there for it.
Now, the money's raised. Do the Caseys use any of the money also for different projects that you have?
Well, we get some that we put back into the community as charitable needs develop.
Okay, the money raised from the raffle goes to the Caseys, or
right.
Okay, the Altar Society gets the money off the spaghetti.
Correct.
Okay.
It's a joint affair, and it's fun. It's just a fun family evening.
There's the excitement just builds as the evening goes by. We don't know exactly when the raffle will start because it depends upon how many people are actually sitting there. You know, they'll start to come in at 5, but if at 5:45, quarter or 6 o'clock, we have enough people to kick off the raffle, we just start. And that floor gets so excited because you could have 60 people want tickets for a particular item, but there may be only 40 tickets available.
Oh, okay.
It's limited. So, you know, as soon as the tickets are sold out, that is shut down and they spin the wheel. The winner then
So
goes
not
up.
only do you hope that you get the winning number on the wheel, but in order to get a ticket, not everybody gets accommodated
Correct.
either.
Correct.
Yeah, I mean, you're trying, you like an item, all right, it's 50 cents, and you try to get a ticket, but if other people are in front of you or move faster, you could lose out.
So
It's
would
that
it be
fast.
helpful to have a small person like Paige who can move between people to get my tickets?
Well, all right, let me give you a clue.
Okay.
Find out your favorite seller and stay next to your favorite seller.
Okay.
There are actually men, usually it's men, I believe, on the
Yeah.
floor selling those tickets. So the men are going among the
Right.
tables, and you just raise your hand. I want a ticket.
And then as soon as that allotment is sold, and then
They'd have the
you
drawing.
spin the wheel and
That's right.
see
And
who
then
wins.
they have cutters, and I was a cutter last year, I'll be a cutter this year, which means I get the tickets that go to the sellers.
Right.
And as soon as they sell out while the wheels are spinning, I'll get another batch for the next spin and give them out to four sellers. I'll have
Okay.
four sellers connected to me, and they're watching, who's got what, and they'll jump in there because they'll like it. And then there's people that don't like an item, and they'll just wait and set it out.
So it's a lot of good food and camaraderie.
And a lot of fun.
A lot of fun,
Lot of-
yes. And
okay.
everyone is welcome.
Tell
Please
us
join
again where and when.
November 23rd, Sacred Heart Church in the Family Life Center. 5 to 7 p.m. is the spaghetti dinner, and then sometime during that time, the turkey bazaar will start.
Okay, week from Saturday.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
very good.
Thank
Good
you
to
for
have
having
both
us.
of you back
Thank
on
you
the
very
show.
much.
Thank you, Paige, Dennis.
We'll have more right after this.
This is corporate headquarters. As you can see, I have a unique business. How do I compete with the big boys? Got this fancy business address, a marketing department, distribution center, got a great team, even a cafeteria.
That's mine.
From packing and shipping to printing and mailbox services, come into the UPS store for everything a small business needs.
I love logistics.
At Premier Bank, we're a bit old-fashioned. We actually answer the telephone when you call. However, old-fashioned doesn't mean we aren't up to date. With the latest technology, Premier Bank meets the various needs of our customers. Mobile smartphone banking, internet banking, ATMs, convenient offices. At Premier Bank, we have the right products right now with good old-fashioned customer service. At Premier Bank, we put the customer first.
Life lived in black and white is not a life lived. Today, I choose color. To see it. To feel it. To be in it. To be upon it. And to live a life surrounded by it. Today, I put on a fresh coat.
Are brought to you by Pepsi and Coleman Jefferson Gas. And the Walk for Children will be November the 16th at Wallace State Track. There's a 2-mile run and a 1-mile walk. It's $10 for one run and $15 for both. All funds go to Children's Hospital. And our community billboards are brought to you by Pepsi and Coleman Jefferson Gas. If you have a billboard that you would like to send to us, please email it to channel2coleman@gmail.com, fax it to 734-680, or be a friend on Facebook, Channel 2 Coleman.
Our weather forecast brought to you by Mitch Smith Chevrolet on Cherokee Avenue. It'll be sunny today with a high around 58 degrees, clear tonight, low around 38. Cloudy tomorrow, a slight chance of rain with a high once again of 58 degrees. Tomorrow is Friday. That's politics on Today on 2. Who's our guest?
We'll have Mayor Corey Harbison here.
Okay, that's what we have lined up for tomorrow. Thank you for watching Today on 2.
Hope you have a great day.